Hello, hello everybody. How are you? All right guys, I've been really excited to give this 2-month review, so I hope people pop on. I'm going to try not to get distracted by comments or anything like that. I'm sorry, there's a lot of yellow lighting in here. If I turn my makeup mirror on, it's not turning on. So anyway, there's I'm trying to, but it's not. I guess I need batteries. All right, but I've got my lamps on, so there's a little bit of yellow lighting. So I wanted to get on here and give my 2-month review. Okay, so a lot of you have been seeing videos. A lot of you have been watching me with posts and trying to do my makeup. I'm trying on this journey because I was never one to care about makeup. I never cared what my makeup looked like. I cared that it was on because I didn't want to look disheveled or like I just woke up, and my skin was pretty bad at that point because I never did anything with my skin. I didn't wash my face before this. I just, in the shower, I would put some stuff on my eyes to get the mascara off, and then I would just throw water in my face and kind of go like this, and then that was it. There was no soap, there was no moisturizer, and my skin looked kind of drawn down and very, very sad at the beginning of this. So what got me, and you can watch the 1-month review, so what got I have a friend who sells this, and she introduced me to just the products by me asking questions about her skin. She didn't tell me anything about it until I asked questions, and her skin was glowing, and so I said, okay, I want my skin to do that, so let's do this, you know? I kind of just jumped in with both feet, and you guys got to go on that journey with me because I was at a point in my life where, you know, I was ready for something new. I was ready for an adventure. I was ready to try something that I haven't done before, and I was ready to make myself feel beautiful on the outside because I felt really beautiful on the inside. I felt like I was, well, I am happy, and I felt whole and healed. And if you're on my beauty page, my Shine Forth Beauty, you know what that journey has been like. So I learned a few things from month 1 to month 2. So I'm going to talk to you about those things, and this is going to be pretty short because I'm not going to ramble on forever. I even took notes, so it would be really short. So that's a good thing. I'm sorry, my teeth look yellow in this. I don't like this lighting. They're not that bad, so it's making me self-conscious. Okay, anyway. The first thing I learned is that I'm not a salesperson. And you might think, well, you're selling this, so yes, you are a salesperson. Not really. So in LimeLight, we share, we don't sell. So it's not uncommon for people who are very shy, which I'm not, for people who are introverted to come into this company and do really well, because this is supposed to be us just sharing our journey and sharing kind of us using the products. Like if I really like a lipstick and it lasts all day, I'm going to say, hey, this lasted all day. Awesome. Because, you know, I'm just sharing my experience with you. And that's really important because I've never worked in an industry where I've had to sell things. I worked as a skip tracer in college for people who didn't pay their student loans. They're going to be calling me if I don't do really well with this. I worked at Ryan's Buffet, and I worked at Barnhill's Buffet in Knoxville, Tennessee. With Sarah. Hi, Sarah. I loved those jobs. I loved working at buffets. I got to talk to people the whole entire shift. I got to meet new people. I got to give them what they wanted and then just come back and see if they wanted something else. I got to make them happy. That was my job. It wasn't like I didn't cook the food. I didn't even take orders. I worked at a buffet. So I just brought them drinks and cleaned their table and just to see if they wanted anything else. You know, I really like that. I liked seeing what they wanted, seeing what they needed, and then helping them figure that out and fix it. And so that's actually more of what I'm doing here than being in a retail store or something like that. And I realized that this matches what I've done in the past. And you know, it's the same way when I was in the classroom. So I've been in all kinds of different classrooms. I've been in all the way from kindergarten to college classrooms, teaching all different subjects. I've taught multi-handicap classes. I've taught the behavioral disorder classes, like emotional disorders. I've taught regular students. I've taught the honors students. I've taught inclusion classes. So pretty much every kind of student I've been able to teach them. And what a teacher has to do, and if you're a teacher, you know this, a teacher has to figure out what the person needs. And it's not always easy. It's a lot of listening. What is it that you need? What do you want? You have to read between the lines, and you have to figure it out, and you have to meet a need. And for that student to learn, you really have to listen, because you're going to hear from teenagers, you know, we heard a lot of different things. And you guys who are still teaching know that when kids talk, they don't always say, or rarely say, what they mean. A lot of times they have something going on inside that you know, had nothing to do with what they said. But we're reading between the lines. We're trying to figure it out so that we can meet a need and we can make them, put them back on the road to success. So that's what this business is like to me. This is just like teaching. This is just like food service, where I'm coming in and I'm able to say, what is it that you need? And then I can just provide, you know, and that really means a lot to me, to be able to do that on a daily basis. It's really exciting to be able to do that, because that need that I had while teaching, I don't always get to do that now that I work at the Department of Education, because I work at my desk a lot. And so if I'm not working with teachers or something like that, then I don't get to meet that need for people. I don't get to figure out what they need and fulfill that need. And that's what I really enjoyed about teaching, just really getting to know the students and meeting their needs. And so LimeLight has provided that for me, the avenue that I needed to meet people's needs and to work through the experience that I've already had in my life up to this point. So the second thing I've learned, so the first thing is I'm not a salesperson. Okay, the second thing I have learned is that I know what I can achieve. I set goals now, and I make sure that I work towards those goals, and I don't tell myself, no, you can't do that, that's too much for you. I don't do that anymore, because I see people who are doing this every single day. We are not an island, and that's one thing that I really appreciate about LimeLight, is that they don't throw you out in the water and say, now be an entrepreneur. You've got this. They do not do that. I mean, they want you to be independent for sure, but they will hold your hand and give you resources until you get there, because they're not going to let you drown. They want you to be independent, but they also want you to be successful. And so there's never a time when I'm just so overwhelmed by this company or so overwhelmed by having my own business that I feel like giving up. That's not going to happen. So those of you who are seeing me do this, you know that in direct sales, a lot of people will join a direct sales company, they will work for a little bit, and then they'll quit because it either got too hard, they weren't making enough money, or they found something else, some other train to jump on. That's not going to happen, okay? Because I know in this company, from what I have seen, from myself and from others, that I can go as far as I want to go with this. All right? I am the only one that's limiting me here. And if you've ever thought about doing this, you will be the only one that limits you in any direct sales company that you want to join. You can choose any of them, the one that's right for you, but you are only going to be limited by yourself. So that's something that I have learned, and it's been very important, because you know, this month I set a goal. I said I am going to have 5 parties this month. Why did I set that goal? I set that goal because I need to be comfortable talking to people I don't know about this. I have a lot of friends who ask me about this, about LimeLight makeup, about what I'm doing, and it's very easy to chat with them about it. But have a stranger ask me. And I get very nervous about that because I think that I'm trying to meet a need that I don't know what their need is, and I'm really nervous about it. So I want to get used to just talking to people about the company, talking to people about the products, and meeting new people. I have gotten to meet so many new people doing these parties. So I've gotten through 2 of them this month. Neither one of them, I didn't want either one to end. I was having so much fun with the people in the party that I didn't want either one of them to end. And now I have a 3rd person signed up. So I have 2 more spots, guys. Of course, I would do more than 5 if I needed to, but I am having so much fun getting to talk to new people that I haven't talked to before, and they get to see these products and experience them, and then they get excited about it, and that makes me more excited about it. So that's something that has been really important to me, is getting to know people and celebrating those small victories. When they order and they get their order in and they're very excited to get it, I'm excited too. When they try, I had one person try, I won't call her out because she hasn't said I could yet, but I had a friend who said, I am on a mission to find the right foundation because I just have used everything and I can't find it. And I said, you found it, okay? And she ordered it, and she loves it so much. She has found her foundation, and it's LimeLight. And so I am really excited that we could provide that for her. So excited. And then she talks to other people about it because she's found her foundation. So that's exciting to me that they can pass those things along. It's exciting to me when I make a sale. It's exciting to me when I have a person in the party invite me as a friend on Facebook. I have a new friend. I have someone new that I didn't have before that's now my friend because we interacted and we had a good time together. And so all these little victories, it's funny because sometimes in these direct sales companies, and I've seen them before, it's like you have to get to this big thing and then you can celebrate. It's okay, my internet's kind of wonky. It's just not like that. We get to celebrate every little thing, you know? And I really like that too because I have a team of people that I'm with, other beauty guides that celebrate with me. And they lift me up and they encourage me and we encourage each other. So that's exciting. So that's number 2. Number 1, I'm not a salesperson. Number 2, I know what I can achieve. And then the 3rd thing I've learned this month after my 2nd month, so it's my 2nd full month. I haven't gone to the end of the month yet, but it's my 2nd full month. I've learned that I don't have a spirit of fear. So, and this is really exciting because you guys know I'm a Christian and God says He doesn't give us a spirit of fear. He gives us a spirit of power and of love and of a sound mind. All right? Now we can't, in these businesses, we need to commit our work to the Lord and He will direct our steps. So when I'm doing this and I'm showing people I care and I'm seeing the smiles on their faces, it's stripping away all that fear, all that you can't do. It's stripping away all that nobody wants to hear what you're saying. You're just bugging them. You know, people have their own stuff. They don't even want new makeup. They don't want to know how to feel beautiful on the outside when they already feel beautiful on the inside. And let me tell you something. Yes, beauty is absolutely on the inside. It is. Beauty, everybody says it. Beauty's only skin deep. Beauty is what's on the inside. It is. But when you find something that you put on your face that makes you feel beautiful on the outside and it can put a smile on your face, that is something very important. And that's something that I get to provide to women. I get to provide something where they say to me, I love what this does. I feel beautiful. My skin feels so hydrated and nourished. It feels so beautiful now. I like that I get to provide that. And so what this has done this month, it's just stripped away that spirit of fear. It's just implanted the spirit of love for people that I don't know at all. You know, I don't know them. I'm loving my neighbor as myself. I want to feel beautiful. I want them to feel beautiful. And I'm excited, just like it's me, when they feel beautiful too. And so that's really something to celebrate. Let me make sure I said everything I wanted to say. Oh, there's one other thing. With this spirit of fear thing, I have talked to so many people, and I have heard so many people talk about this company, talk about Thrive, talk about Plexus, talk about, gosh, there's so many of them. 31, it doesn't matter what it is. Whatever direct sales company that you want to get into or that you've been looking at. You can, I don't want to sound rude when I say this, so I'm thinking about it before I say it. And this is for me too. You can think about it, you can ponder it, you can meditate on it, you can look up information, and you can show wisdom. But you have to decide between yourself and God when it becomes the thinking about it, the wisdom, and when it crosses the line to you're just afraid. And you're not taking the step because of fear, not because of anything else. You're afraid you're going to fail. If somebody said to you, why aren't you doing that? Some people want to go back to school. Why aren't you going back to school? Well, I can't do that anymore. I can't write anymore. It's always something like that. You know, and they said that to me. Why, you know, you have to go live on this, right? So I'm looking at all these women going live and I'm thinking, no, I'm not doing that. Because why? Why do you think? It's the same reason that other people don't want to do it. Because you don't want people looking at you and thinking something negatively or thinking something that you don't want them to think about you or something that you don't think about yourself. It might be that you don't want them to think something that you do think about yourself. But your thinking needs to change in that situation. In that situation, you need to be thinking positively of yourself because you can achieve these things. You are beautiful. People do want to hear what you have to say. And if they don't, there's this really cool unfollow button. And I'll tell you, I have an app called Facebook Creator, and that's what puts the video at the beginning of my videos and at the end. Okay? So I get in that app. If you have it, you're going to know this. So I get in that app and it tells me my analytics for Facebook. It tells me that last week, 1,400 people watched my videos. Celebrate! That's amazing! 1,400 video watches. So it might have been the same people watching all the videos. But at some point, my videos were watched 1,400 times in the last 7 days. That's awesome. At the same time that I saw that I had 15 people friend request me. Not that I friend requested, they requested to be my friend. That's exciting. 15 new friends. That's exciting to me. 15 people that may want to hear what I have to say or found some value in something that I've said. And LimeLight is not all I do. You guys know I have Shine Forth Beauty. I'm on several different groups with Christian ladies and about self-publishing, different things like that. So I'm talking to people all the time. But on that analytics, it said 2 unfollows. In the last 7 days, 2 people clicked the button on notifications and unfollowed me. And what do you think I focused on in that moment? Not the 1,400 views and not the 15 new friends. I focused on the 2 people thinking, oh my gosh, who were they? What did I say that they didn't like? Am I being too salesy? You know? So there were so many things that went through my head, and then I had, even just thinking back over the month to do this review, I had to stop myself and say, okay, that's 2 people. 2 people. And I'm not their cup of tea, and that's okay. They didn't unfriend me, so that's something, right? They just unfollowed me, and that's okay. So, I think that we need to focus on the positive. Focus on the great things that mean that we have accomplishments and we are moving forward in something, and that we can love what we're doing and that we can share it with people. And honestly, just forget about everyone else. You got to forget about it. You can't focus on all the negative, the people that say negative things, the people who unfollow you, the people that might say something negative. That's going to be your whole life. And so that's what my month 2 review of LimeLight is so much further than LimeLight. It's so much beyond what I'm doing here, because it's teaching me personal growth. Who knew that a skincare and makeup company could teach me personal growth as a woman and as a Christian, as a person? Who knew? But it is. That's what it's doing. You'll find whatever it is that it's whatever your thing is that teaches you personal growth. I have found my thing. And so I'm really excited about that. So that is my 2-month review. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. And thank you for watching. Thanks for joining me, everybody. If you need to get a hold of me, here's my contact information. If you liked any of your LimeLight products that you saw today, StaceyLedwigBeauty.com is where you can find them. And I can be found on Facebook and on YouTube at Shine Forth Beauty.